Hello again, lovely people at Divine Days and all the other lovely people who are watching. I'm Kristine, and today I'm going to show you how we made our wonderful family plaque. And all it was mixing these three ingredients together, the flour, salt and water, and what you end up with is a form of clay. And what we did was we put our handprints in, as you can see, and we painted it with various different children's water-based paints that we could find. And then I've just put family lockdown April 2020 just as a little momentum for us to keep and remember our times indoors. So it's really super easy to make. All you do is mix these ingredients: 500 grams of plain flour, 250 grams of salt and 250 mils of water. I think I probably used a little bit more and probably put 300 mils of water in. Mix it all together, knead it into a dough just like you would with anything else. And once you've made your creation, pop it in onto a baking tray with some greaseproof paper. And I left mine in the oven on the lowest setting, which was 50 degrees Celsius for our oven. And I left it in for 4 hours. And after 4 hours, it comes out. Still got a bit of flour on that side, it needs varnishing. It comes out perfectly solid, rock hard, and you have your family plaque. Now, here's some dough I prepared earlier. Just once you've mixed the ingredients together, get your dough and away you go. Just put a little bit of flour on the rolling pin like you would normally. Maybe need a bit more. Roll it out. You don't want it to be too thin, but you also don't want it to be too thick. Just give it a roll out. Now, what I've realised with the plaque that we made here was it's quite hard because of the shape. I left it in this natural shape that we have here. It's quite hard to stand up on a shelf, so with this next one, I'm going to just trim the sides off to make it into a square tile, if you like. So I think that's about the right thickness. There we have it. Now I'm going to use our slate dinner plates to cut it off. Or you could use a knife. It's just easier to find this. So now we have a square, it'll be a little bit easier. And a little extra bits. They're a little bit easier once it's dry to pop on a shelf. Or you could even put some holes in and hang it. So now that I've already tried the handprints, I've had a look around the house and I've found some things that have interesting prints in them. So this vase has nice deep grooves. So I'm going to test this out and see if I can get a good print. Nice. And then I've got this one, which has got interesting grooves to maybe just put around the edge. And the great thing about finding things around the house is you really don't know what you're going to create, which is a great surprise. I've also got shells, because these have got really nice grooves in. So I'll just put a shell there. Shell here. Here. a smaller one at the bottom. Now it looks very plain, but once it's dried, you're going to have all these lovely grooves inside, which you can paint and either hang up or pop on the mantelpiece as a little reminder of the things that you did while you were at home. So I'm going to pop this onto the bacon tray here. Carefully. Now get creative with this. You don't have to just find things to make shapes and patterns. You could add things in. You could use the offcuts to make little hanging ornaments, which is what I did and prepared earlier. So here, with these offcuts here, I've just rolled them out. I just used a glass, just one of these glasses, to cut out the head and the body, and then I've just added on tiny feet for this rabbit. It's got tiny feet and ears, and I've put a little hole using a cocktail stick or whatever sharp item you can find. And so when it's dry, I'll be able to thread a ribbon through there and we'll have our hanging Easter ornament and our lovely plaque. So I'm going to pop it in the oven for 4 hours on 50 degrees. You can air dry this. It'll take about 3 to 5 days in a cool, dark room, I imagine. And then once it's dried, you can paint it all different colours. If you don't have any paint, like I don't have any paint anymore, you could use nail varnish or even food colouring. So that's what we've created today. That's what we've created today. Have a lovely Easter, everybody, and I hope to see you soon. Stay safe. Bye-bye.